Yeah, man. That's basically it. Just giving you the rounded points. I'll decide what my blackness means. Let's get back to the basics. As I said, um, there is a major problem with continuing in this direction, which is the future says less power to you. Less power to you. Where you got, as I said, kids. You go travel in China, you see a kid will say the word, and you will be upset, and you will be hurt by just one word that means what you are, which a baby can see that you are black, and then you overreact, and the baby will wonder what's going on. So not just babies. I'm saying anybody that wants to play with your life can decide that they're going to do that to you and surround you and attack you with just words. So you have to think if they're going to use a specific word, why is it going to be a word that says that you are the one making that word powerful? Are you going to be the one? It's like you sharpen the knife every day. If I say, "Don't stab me," oh, so you're saying you're making it like so tempting, and like, oh, if I say this, you're gonna feel bad. Oh, okay. That's like saying, like this is my problem, and if you touch this problem, I'm finished. So that's so weak. That's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people have gone through a lot of stuff, but this is not one of those stuffs. Believe me, this is one of those ghosts. Scooby Doo. If Scooby Doo investigate this, you'll find out this is a ghost, fake ghost shit. So I'm just trying to let you know right now that the reaction is the wrong direction because there is a lot of power in actually letting people use that word as much as they need to or they want to with no real meaning in a bad way. Just what it means is what it means. So, for example, I don't know if I've said this already, but there's a YouTuber. I watched two YouTube videos on the same day. One from I Show Speed and one from a guy called Dawood. I Show Speed is a black American. Maybe a lot of people know him. He's a black American guy who has 50 million followers. I think. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, 50 million followers, and he's very successful. In short, he was arguing with YouTube why they don't pay him 100,000 every month. And as successful as this man is, when he was in Nigeria, they one a stranger shouted, "You nigga!" It was like a big story. Everybody was posting. They still call out. Like, oh, well, that's exactly what I'm saying. And then the other side is this guy called Davud. Is from Uzbekistan. I watch his videos. Funny guy, and he goes through Africa all the time. They call him Muzungu, Zuzungu, all the names. I mean, Oyibo, white. They even call it white man. And he answers, "Yes, what's going on? Yes, I'm here. No anger. Like, are you talking to me, white man?" So he's like, "I know I'm the white man here. So if you say white man, it's me." But it's the same thing. Someone call you black man. When you decide that it's an insult because you don't like yourself. So basically, you're declaring yourself on like unidentifiable. Like they shouldn't like identify parts of you. You know. So you're something, and this thing that you're talking about, it's not like you have one very big ear, and people say big ear. You're talking about something that millions or billions of people have, and you are trying to aggregate it so that it becomes a problem. You're joining in the aggregation, so you're agitating this insult to become more powerful because it's not a personal thing that you own. It's not yours. You're black, and there's many people that are black. So you actually joined. If you think carefully, think with me, because this is what I'll do for you. I'll help you use my brain to think, so we all get past these problems quicker. If you are approving that weapon, then you are probably one of the users or strengtheners of that weapon, because it's a mental weapon. It has to be approved and accepted and all that. So my main thing is this: if you are getting angry because you're being called a black man, then you are hating on me as a black man. So if you're a black man and you're being angry because someone called you a black man, it's the self hate, and that self hate reflects the hate that you have for me as a black man and Africans in general. I'm saying Africa because that's where most of your problems come from, but you can't identify it yet. Like I said with the Arab example, Africans are poor right now, but they've not always been poor. They have been richest continent in the world for thousands of years. Just up till 100 years ago, they were still the richest continent in the world. Facts. If you read your history properly, you will get these facts. I mean, I might drop a history for you, but this is not the time for that. But if you're current with your history, you will understand that it's just a couple 100 years maximum that Africa has stopped being the richest continent in the world. Period. They had more money per family, per people, cows, goats, all those things. They just had too much, and this is why they're very inviting. When you come to them and say, "Hey, how are you? Come to my house. Come and eat," because they always have food. You get me? Go to Europe. Go and, whose house can you go eat? At that time, 400 years ago, you can go to a person that give me food. They're like, "Get out of here! There's no food here. Go get your own." 400 years ago, go in Africa, you can eat 10 times a day because 10 people are gonna invite you for food. You have too much food. The vegetation is nice. So my point is that this poverty that you see, that you associate with Africa, is not the permanent state and has never been the permanent state of Africa. In fact, if you look clearly, you see that there is a basic connection to the wealth of most of the world to Africa right now, which is still making Africa the richest continent in the world right now. Which means what I'm trying to say that most of the continents, countries that are rich, they get their money from Africa. They be sucking from Africa, except of course my friends in Russia. I think Russians are not too involved. I don't know. Some European countries didn't get involved in that sucking, but most of the people in the West, France, Spain, Spain took over the whole West, the whole of South America. What do you think that is? That used to be an African continent as well. Spain took over the whole of France, took over most of West Africa, and England as well took over most of India, Asia, so and some parts of Africa. The point is, these were the richest. India is a super rich country. India was a super. It's like India was East Africa, Ethiopia, Africa. So upon India, the Indian crown was used by the Queen of England on her head. I don't know if that's what the king is using now, but you have to think about that. If I go conquer people that are weaker than me, I wouldn't touch their crown. Rather, why would I put it on my head? God, no way. Because these are people that are supposed to be less than me. I won't touch their crown. This crown is directly on the head of the queen. They're saying that this is the power now. So they never had this power. So you have to understand this. You capture a big king, you put his crown on your head so people recognize you now as the boss. So the poverty, well, I don't want to go too far, but the poverty that you're running from is not a permanent state. So there's no reason for you to permanently hate yourself. You can temporarily hate yourself and say, I fucked up, or I didn't pass this test, I need to go work harder or something. This is where we are now. We are in the stage where we're looking into Africa thinking, okay, we need to sort Africa out. There's no hate involved, no self hate, no self rejection. There's just work that has to be done. Everybody needs to be clear headed, clear eyed, and work on what we have to do. There's no time for you to be getting upset. Come on, bro. You work all your life. You're like 30 years old. You got some money. Now you're traveling the world. You're a successful man. Oh, you got money. You're balling. One guy, just one kid of 15 years old, call you nigga. And you, bro, you're buzzing, man. I gotta do better, man. This word needs to. Some people are there claiming, see, this affects people. With my last video, I explained this affects people so much that they even bleach their skin. So it's all about money. You're not a crazy person. You're just reacting. Humans, they try to socialize with the rich. So you are seen on TV. Where is the rich? In Europe, they are white. So you want to be, you know, look, getting closer to that. That's just your human nature. But it's not a thing that where I will not accept that you now actually, because you want to be you have to think carefully where all these things are coming from. That's why I'll help you think. I'll help you think. It's because you want to be white. That's why when they call you black, it hurts you. Facts. Facts. Anybody who's claiming they don't like the word is because they don't like themselves. They don't like being black. If they came as white, they will be happier. So that's an insult to me personally. So that's why I'm telling you right now. I'm giving authority worldwide to every human on earth. You can use that word. When you see me, you can call me that. I'm very happy. I'll say yes. How are you? You okay? They'll get tired because it takes away the power. Can you imagine me walking people? I mean, let's say I'm in a village in Finland with the N-word pass given worldwide now. People call nigga, they go, it will turn to fun, where it will be funny and be full of fun. Where you imagine all those footballers, what happened to what's his name recently? Vinicius Junior. I don't know what they called him, but whatever they called him, but it's probably the same thing, black, monk, all those things, you know. And you're still there overreacting. He's a millionaire. That boy is almost his Ballon d'Or to me, best player in the world right now. They didn't give it to him. Who cares? Best football player in the world right now is hurt because somebody called him black, bruh, or something like that. I don't know exactly what happened to be honest. But then there's many problems. There's many people like that. You know, you're a big man in your country. You work hard. You're successful, but you have a black skin. I'm not saying bottle. I'm saying the bot. That bot is in your brain. Because when they call you black, you're buzzing. Yeah, you're buzzing. You're saying they're calling police. Say they have committed crime. What crime did they commit? They use their eye to see you. That crime be that. Not crime to see you. So if a small pikin, small boy see you for street now, tell mama black. So that boy don't commit crime. I mean, let's arrest that kid. You see, it gets to ridiculous levels. You know, where people know all those small things could affect you. So my first advice to everybody who knows me, find money. You understand? If you know me, you know my number one advice, get some money. If you're doing even if my friend is doing any business, I'll ask him, you don't this business, it don't give you money, get money because when you chop money, that time your eye will clear. You know? It means when you now have some money, you will now be able to think properly. Because a lot of people they can't think properly because poverty is their main enemy. You know, poverty is the main bad guy in their movie. So that poverty is still they're avoiding poverty. So even to avoid poverty, they're thinking fast. They don't get time to think too much, and that avoiding poverty lead them to avoid being associated. Like my brother said, I don't like to associate with poor people. I don't know if he's rich. I'm just saying what he said. You know, I don't know whether he's rich or not, or guys. I didn't say. Well, I'm just saying. For example, he said I don't like to associate with poor people. It's a strategy rich people have. You know, so it's probably what's happening to you when you're reacting to that word. You are trying to dissociate with poor people who are found in Africa. You understand? So the problem is you are now insulting me. Yeah, you're denying my right now to be saying to be proud of being me. So right now, that's why I'm trying to negotiate with your brain cells. You know, because I can't talk to you. I can only negotiate with the logic in your brain directly. So by the time you listen to me, I must have bypassed so many gates using the authority of logic to break through, to hijack your thoughts so you can think with me. I know everything I said is legit. I know. You cannot tell me now people that said they're angry because they were slaves. Does that give you who gave you authority? Is you a slave? Are you king because you were a slave? Are you forgotten that Africa has the most black people? And therefore, democratically, we have the vote. Facts. Have you forgotten? This is where you're missing the point. Most people in America associate themselves with where they're from, where they are like Asians, Jews, Europeans, African Americans are not doing that. To say it in the most simple and respectful way, you need to respect your elders, basically. And I'm telling you, as an elder right now, cut that dumb part out. You don't eat that. cut it off. You don't eat negativity. We invent in Africa. We invented your mama jokes because we don't let things hurt us. Yeah, we going hard on your we invented we invented those jokes that will make people cry. You know, we try to make each other cry every day at school. See your big head, see your short legs, see your shoes, man. What are those? What are those? Were done in the 80s, 90s in Africa. Before that time, talk about when I was alive. So my point is very simple, yeah. If you can't take a diss, I mean, it's not even a diss, but even if it was a diss, why are you getting hysterical, bro? Who asked you to represent me? And nobody asked you. So I just want to put it out there very clearly, right now and forever. I decree, I command that anybody in the world can use the N word, white, black, aliens as well. You're welcome. You understand? I don't want to hear nothing from no one about how it's not real. It's real. Like Kanye West said, it's a choice, man. You want to be a slave to that word? Go ahead, enjoy your life. And if I catch any social media network trying to block me, talk shit, give me a little warning, that's your business. Be careful, man. This is not your business. This is my business. I didn't ask for no advice for your community. So your community, I don't need money from Facebook or YouTube or TikTok. I'm not one of those beggars for begging for social media approval. Do I look like Mr. Beast? Do I look like my friends are trying to become transsexual after they get money? Do I look like Mr. Beast to you? Do I look like I show speed? I don't know I show speed. God few, we don't have time like that. We're not those guys. We don't. Do I look like who else? Yo, God, who others? I'm not Mr. Beast, man. I'm not trying to be YouTube phenomenal. That's all scam. These are the same people that promoted vaccines. They told you goes. This is the same people that told you to take vaccines. All these people were legit. They had billions of views. They were getting money from the networks that made them vaccinate you. So I don't want to hear nothing from YouTube, man. Yeah, close your mouth. Don't ever talk on my channel ever, or Instagram or whatever. All this baby monitor. Don't ever baby monitor me. I'm not your baby, baby. Get me. So finally, back to the main topic. Just warning these social media networks. I'm not your type, man. You can't pay me. You broke. You're broke. You're broke. You're broke. Your integrity is broke. Your spirit, your ethics. You're broken ethics. You got money, but you're broke. Anybody, you're a prostitute. Nothing wrong with prostitute, but you at least admit you're a prostitute. Because if money, if the politicians they pay you, you block the information. This one pay you, they block the information. Who you gonna talk? You're gonna try to talk to me and tell me that I should listen to your rules about your community. That's not me, man. Never. That's not me. I'm just trying to let people know this is why you're worried about those words. You listen to social media like they are your leaders or thought leaders. They tell you what to think and what not to think. Right now, I'm advising you very clearly for the state of your mental health. Don't ever get, if you ever get upset because someone called you the N word, you're a hater. You hate me. You hate black people in Africa. You hate black people everywhere in the world. You, black person, getting upset that they called you the N word. You hate black people. You have to go to your psychiatrist, man. They'll go check you out, man. I'm telling you facts. They're gonna find you out. You hate yourself. I understand, man. It's hard. It's hard not to hate yourself because you don't have information about who you really are. All the information you have is about slavery and this and that. I'm from Africa, man. It means I have information about who we are. I see it every day. I know it. I hear it. So I think you need to find some respect for Africans. Those people that mostly react to this word are the ones who have the least respect for the nature of Africans today. They have the least understanding of what's going on in Africa today. They probably think, yeah, a bunch of low IQ guys just waving spears, woo ha ha, woo ha ha, because that's what they told you. So now when you look at me, I tell you I'm from Nigeria. You try to check me for some language. Oh, he's not pronouncing this word. Who are you talking to? He's not pronouncing this word. Is that your mother's language? Is that your mother's language? Who taught you? That's what I'm saying. You self-hate. You expect Africans to speak perfect master language, Spanish, English, all those slave master languages. You judge people's intelligence based on their ability to carry borrowed foreign languages, forgetting they have other languages that they speak perfectly. I'm not gonna settle on the beef between African Americans and Africans, but I'll just like to put it right there. If you have never complained about the name Nigeria, aka Nigeria in English, or the River Niger, the, that I lived in this country all my life. You can stay with niggers out there, Nigeria, from the River Niger, not the River Niger. Niger is a French word. We're not French speaking, so let's just be real for 1 second, yo. Have we just had the biggest black nation in the world being called niggers? You didn't know about that till today, did you? You knew about it, but you don't understand why it's. Do you think that black Yorubas, Igbos, Hausa, they joined together, we are the niggas? Is that what you think happened in your head? That the Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, the Yoruba, all the Nigerian tribes, 500 of them decided to be called niggas, nigga area. So don't make any. We're so happy in our country. We're so fun. You know about Nigeria, man. We're doing our thing very well. Everywhere knows everything about us. We are everywhere doing everything. Yeah, very sharply and very precisely. My point is go back to the main point before I drift. I am not happy what happened to the blacks in America and what's happening to them now. I'm giving them, but I'm giving them a solution so that one of the solutions they will have is not being having this kind of mindset that I have will help them a lot. Being really proud to be black involves being letting anyone from any race call them the N word completely at any time. Think about the two futures, man. Think about you're talking about. I just said I want to repeat it again, man. You go to a country like France or anywhere in the world. Even in even you go to any country, a kid can get you. A kid. What you gonna do? You gonna get angry with the kid, start threatening the parents because you actually thought a crime was committed on you by just a kid recognizing that they seen a black man. They call it black man. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means black man. Your kid calls me black man. What's wrong with this, Brian, man? What's wrong with this hater? You hate Africa so much that you are reacting to be called black. All the black people in Africa, what should they do? Because they're actually living their lives as black. Huh? What should they do? No, seriously, we have to stop tripping. Yeah? Stop tripping. I'm not on that tripping shit. You can never get me on that. I think for myself very clearly. I make those decisions. I made that decision. And I made that decision worldwide. I decree every human can call black people black in every language. And black people are not going to be overreacting to being called black because that's just bait, man. That's what they taught you in America. They taught you that because they scammed you. Bro, you can't teach us that. Look, I got you. I got them. I got you. Now you need to switch. You can't get us with that. Imagine a Nigerian man now stressing out. Who taught us that? That we went abroad and they called us nigger. We getting angry. Who taught you that? Ninja man. Who taught you that? That's an American movie. That's an American movie. We are not learning that. We are unlearning that. Okay, so I just want to make it very clear. I will be open to any conversation about this, a debate. As you can see, I never lost a debate, ever. So I would love to hear what you got to say, but as I said, I'm not giving you power in my life. I'm not giving you the authority. I'm giving you the ear. I want to listen because I want to learn. Maybe I'm missing something. I might make another video that says I'm sorry. Who knows? But yes, as I said, these points are very clear. I don't want to hear from nobody ever that they called nigga and they got pissed off. Zero times. If you have any problem with this, come on, holla at me. Let's have a conversation. Yeah. If you're reacting violently because your masters have prompted you, there'll probably be some YouTube prompts or some kind of thing that will lead you to being angry. They probably, AI probably got you tripping. I want all social media networks. Don't ever jump on my video and talk rubbish, man. I'll block you first. Yeah. Okay, guys. I know you like this stuff. I'm going to be making more videos that's even more controversial than this, more interesting, more deep. That shows the kind of mind that we are dealing with here. Yeah. I just wore this mask. I thought I was gonna pull it down, man, but I didn't have the lines for that. I was gonna have some bars. I say, well, you want to see some bars? Mm. Yeah, I was gonna be busting this mic just like that, yeah, for some deadly bars, you know. Well, so let me sorry for these guys. My Sub-Zero mode, Scorpio mode. I die your brain. I hit your brain. Get over here. Listen to me. Yeah, guys, thank you very much, man. I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is very simple. Let's stop this power giveaway. It's a leak, power leak. You say you're trying to make you free and all that. I'm telling you, this is a cage. It's a free knife that you give to the crowd. That's why, if you think about it, if you think about it, a white man playing football in Africa, what they gonna say to him that's racist? Let's think about that together. A white man playing football in Africa, what they gonna say to him that's racist? What? White man, white man, yellow man. The man would just be laughing. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. White man, yellow man. So I don't want to hear this stuff, man. All of you, I'm warning everybody. Stop this right now. It's over. It's over. Stop this right now. You see this mask? That's the last thing you're gonna see. Now, I'll come get you. Get me? Okay, guys. Enough. Can't even breathe in this mask. Here. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video, right, like, subscribe. Now, I'll make more videos like this soon. Thoughtful videos that help you think. I've been trying to. This second recording I did, I missed some parts. I was ranting for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and I just found out it wasn't recorded. So I hope you get this one. I hope this one is it is recorded. Okay. But yeah, my main points are Nigeria has a nigger inside Nigeria. We live around the river Niger. Uh, Kids can hurt you, so you're weak. Anybody can hurt you. Anybody that just people with mental illnesses that just came out from a hospital, that just like they just they'll destroy you just by keep repeating that word. Your self esteem keeps going down. That is trash. So guys, make sure you like and subscribe, yeah, because make sure you like and subscribe. I'll get this mask. I'll put this mask on. Come check you for real. Like, if you watch this video, I know you like it. Like it. Subscribe to the channel. I'm not looking. I'm looking. I'm not trying to be Mr. Beast. I just warn you guys again. I'm not trying to be Mr. Beast. You think I'm trying to get rich from YouTube? I'm not trying to get rich from anything. There's things to be done right now that money can't even pay for. You understand? There's things to be done. We need people, active people right now that are working for society for free. And social media networks are not going to be my survival. I'm not going to try and be one of those Mr. Beast 100 million followers. Even info, I don't want to be what those what they call those famous like it's not important. Just a few people get this message and you know who I am, so you can contact me if you need some kind of one to one and a good debate if you want one. So yeah, go through final points. I'm Nigerian, I'm African, I'm black. My identity doesn't begin in America, okay? My identity didn't begin in America. Blackness existed long before racism, before slavery, before United States even existed. So don't tell me my skin must be always be spoken about like it's a wound. I refuse that framing. Africa is the birthplace of humanity. The first humans were black. That makes blackness the original, not the defect. Nigeria comes from the Niger River. Its geography, history, its nature. Those words existed before racism. Europeans weaponized that language. Africans did not invent hatred for themselves. So you don't coordinate that to me. I reject it 100%. I will not let the worst moment in Western history define how I see myself. That shame is not mine. Let's be honest. This isn't really about words. It's about power. It's about status. It's about poverty. When Africa is portrayed as poor, some people panic at the idea of being associated with it. That's not pride. That's fear. In Africa, if Africa had the wealth and global power of Saudi Arabia, the conversation would sound very different. Respect follows power. Always has. Always will. Arabs were mocked when they were colonized and poor. Now no one apologizes for being Arab. Language didn't change, power changed. You understand? Black Black Americans inherited an identity forged in trauma, slavery, segregation, humiliation. I understand that pain, but I refuse to build my entire self-image around it. African blackness comes from kingdoms, languages, civilizations, not plantations. You cannot claim pride in blackness while rejecting Africa. That contradiction doesn't disappear just because it's uncomfortable. My blackness does not need protection, it needs confidence. I'm not asking for permission, I'm not performing trauma, I'm not inheriting shame. Africa is not a mistake, blackness is not an insult, and my identity is not owned by Western history. I decide what my blackness means, not fear, not guilt, not anyone else. This was my major points. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Like, subscribe, yeah. Thank you, bye.